Hello, it's Bear from Wave. How's it going? Welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're not. So, a bit of a different video today. Before we get started, as you can see, we're not looking at the usual chart already, but you're taking a look at my TradingView account, which the link is in the description. If you want to follow me, I post there. And what I wanted to show you is, as you probably saw, we're going to talk today about the Dow Jones. We're going to talk about value stocks. And are they undervalued? Are they overvalued? What is going to happen? And we're going to do so using the UNDERVALUED methodology, which is a methodology based on psychological behavior. It does follow some rules, so it is established using psychological behaviors of the mass, and there are rules to be followed in order to have your account and see what your forecast could be for the future. So speaking of, I want to show you this post that I made on May 26th. So it was public. I posted out there, and I'm going to click on and show you. I said DJI, Dow Jones Industrial, looking for further upside resumption. Went on with a brief description of what I was looking at, and as you can see here, I was looking at a 5 ways up, 3 down, and after 5 up and 3 down, I do expect always 5 more waves to the upside. So that was May 26th. And if we play right now, as you can see, that we did successfully move higher. I did call the bottom. Was it luck? Could this be an edge for the market? So let's dive into the count. But again, before we do that, similar thing, just wanted to show you here. This is my Discord where I post completely free. You'll also find the link in the description if you want to join. Again, free of charge. I post there. You can find other traders using UNDERVALUED theory, and we can hang there and share our ideas. And again, May 26th, DJI started building longs. Feel free to follow my lead. Just make sure to manage risk, obviously, and that's follow the longs I started to build and that I am keep on building for myself. So, Dow Jones Industrial, what could be happening to value in the near-term future? So as you can see here, the DJI, we have history ever since 1896, so over 100 years of data, which is quite a lot. So we see obviously the largest correction happened with the 29 crisis, which obviously is more than understandable, and ever since, if you pay attention to it, it looks like the rally since the 32 blows seems to be like just a line. Let's not talk about waves. Let's not talk about movement. You see how it looks up, down, and up. So that makes me think that whatever happened since 1932, that wave degree is still in place. So whatever this is, it seems to be a whole wave. So just one wave. And potentially it could be this very large degree, wave 3. So zooming in, moving fast to get ourselves up to date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to have another large wave 3 yet to be completed. And then here, 70. Here we have the oil crisis, 74, high inflation, and then again back in 01 and then 08, 09, first the tech bubble, and then consumer debt. So we have corporate debt in 01, consumer debt in 07, 09, that period obviously you probably all remember, which they seem to be correction of the same degree, and we're now looking for further upside. So that was a monthly chart. I didn't explain much, I know, just wanted to get as fast as possible without wasting your time, to the point. So let's look at the weekly. So weekly chart, very briefly again, it looks like we might have made a 1-2 with the COVID lows. And I say so because this correction, as you can see here, approximately 30%. And if we take a look at the corrections of the same degree, we see how they're very close This is 26% move, 40% move. So it makes me think that they were corrections of some degree. And now the most recent, let's get to the daily for that. The most recent correction that we've had here since the we topped here on the Dow in January, we topped on the Nasdaq in November of 2021. That, as you can see, is a 22% move. So it means that if it is indeed a wave 2, and as you probably saw, I'm looking for upside extension, so quite a bullish count, which I'm sure many of you will say, yeah, sure, you're crazy, but I showed you in the beginning of the video, over a month ago, the count, we were right here, we're here, and it has proven to be correct. So why couldn't it keep on moving higher? So we'll investigate this current price action here, see what's happening, what could be happening. So what I see, as you can probably also tell yourself, is a 3-wave move, potential diagonal in wave A, 3 waves up into wave B, and then we have what appears to be a nice 5-wave move into wave C. That completes potential wave 2 of intermediate degree. We have met, in terms of wave relationships, the 61.8% of C against A, as you can see here, at almost $30,000. We broke through it, came back. It has proven to be resistance, moved back below, and then if we take a look at the RSI, we see how we did have bullish divergence. We failed to make a lower low on momentum, and from there we resume higher. So nice thing to notice, let me delete this, we resumed higher, we broke previous wave B, very important key factor, and from there we did pull back in a 3-wave manner, and 3 waves trend don't make. What does it mean? That's why a month ago I said I was expecting further upside. So we broke the previous high, retested it, came back in a 3-wave move. Here, as you can see, again, looking for fib relationships, wave relationship, we did meet equality of wave C against A at 32,200. And we kind of, I like to say that we found traffic. What I mean by that is that you see how we're coming strong to that level, and then once we reached it, price kind of started to move sideways for a couple of days and then resumed higher. So at this point, let's go to the 4-hour chart. So let's move into the intraday chart. Oh, potential 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. So another 5-wave sequence into wave A. This time, however, we didn't quite manage to break the previous double wave B, which is not ideal. It doesn't happen all the time, but usually the reason why I like to see it is because it takes the highs out, and then usually once this is taken out, people sell their positions, so you get the opposite reaction to then resume higher. So you kind of need to induce sellers into the market to then resume higher. So at that point, what did we do? So again, you see how it keeps happening. It's a recurring pattern, which is, it's obviously, it's clear because of the fractal nature of Elliott wave. 3 down, 5 up, 3 down, 5 up, 3 down. It gets smaller because the degrees are smaller. The waves, the moves themselves are smaller. And usually when that happens, what I would like to see now, so if this count is going to prove correct, we should have the answer relatively soon, because when these things happen, you get what it's called a series of twos, 1 and 2s, 1 and 2s, 1 and 2s. And if I'm correct, we need to start to move higher soon and fast to then start getting a series of wave 3s. and those need to be explosive to the upside. So as you can see here, we're facing big resistance, and regular TA, many people would argue, using just TA, technical analysis, this is what they usually call an inverse head and shoulder pattern, which usually signifies a resumption of a previous trend, in this case an uptrend. And again, it looks like, based on my count, we've had a 5-wave move and then 3 down into wave 2. This is what we call an expanded flat. I'm going to go on to the 1 hour chart to show you more in depth. Again, 3 down and 2, and then it looks like we're starting potentially to resume higher. However, I'm going to say it here. What if I'm wrong? So I might be wrong on this count on 2 different degrees, not in terms of wave degrees, but there's 2 different scenarios I'm aware of. Scenario number 1 is that we've had a 3-wave move, another 3-wave move, and now we're zooming lower. How the way this count is going to be invalidated is if we break north of this point. So north of $34,584, the count that I just showed you, where we have down, up, down, will be invalidated. And we're close to it, as you can see. Another count, which is still bullish, basically saying that we could have had an ending diagonal here. However, in a contracting ending diagonal, every wave must be shorter than the one before. So 3 must be shorter than 1, and 5 must be shorter than 3, which, as you can see, with a naked eye, is easily met. However, wave 4 must be shorter than 2. And if we do measure wave 2 and compare it to wave 4, we see equality as a 33,900, and we did pass that. What does it mean? Wave 4 is longer than 2, and as I said, contracting, leading diagonal, every wave must be shorter than one before. So wave 4 should have been shorter than 2. It is not, therefore this cannot be a diagonal. So what does it mean? It means that there is a pretty significant high chance that this might have been a wave 2, 1 and 2, and we're now setting ourselves up for further upside. So again, if I'm correct or not, we should have an answer by potentially next week. If we take a look at the weekly closure and we bring on the moving averages, we see how we found support on the 200 EMA back here at the end of potential wave 2, and we're now finding support on the 20 EMA. And if we take a look at this week closure here, nice engulfing, regular TA says that it is quite a reversal bullish signal, so we might see upside. However, as I stated before, this is a strong level of resistance, and until we make a clear break of it, we could still resume lower. So let's see how it's going to play out. As I always like to say, I like to take it one wave at a time, and please consider subscribing and follow me on my other platforms, TradingView and Discord. The links are in the description of this video. Again, it's completely free. I'm just saying so you can stay updated to my work. And let me know in the comments what you think about the account. I'm sure many of you will not agree. I already had some pretty unpleasant comments on my Bitcoin account, which you find in the channel as well, and it has been quite bullish. If you see, my latest Bitcoin video is 3 weeks old, and I think ever since I posted the video, Bitcoin gained almost $6,000. So it was almost a 20% increase in price, which was forecasted. So I don't like to speak much. I let my charts do the work. So thanks for watching. Again, let me know in the comments what you think about the whole account, and if you do have one of your own, please share it. I'm always happy to do so. Hope to see you in the Discord, and don't forget to subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.